this is John McCormick with Energetics Leadership, and welcome to another video. As always, I hope you're getting some value and some new distinction. I'm having a conversation here with Stacy, and we have been talking about timing, have we not?
We have, yes.
We have, and it just kind of popped up, and I wanted to capture a bit of this because I think there's some distinction in there for people.
Right.
And as we all know, this thing called timing can be important in business.
Yes.
It can be important in life, but it certainly can be important in business, can it not?
It certainly can.
And I know from my own experience that there's a time to move forward, there's a time not to do anything, and there's actually a time to retreat, which is a strategy or a tactic.
Yes.
I know that from my military training. Sometimes you back off. It's not a good idea to move forward. So, but to know that and to know when to do that's another thing.
Right.
Yes? Now, you were telling me a story about a friend you had. Tell me that story and how timing worked out in his life, because I thought it was a great example.
Well, I had this friend who was working for someone else and really wanted to go out on his own and start his own business.
Yeah.
But he had a location in mind which would have been ideal for setting up his business. That location wasn't available at the time that he wanted to start his business, and he was really upset and confused about which course of action he should take. Should he go and rent another space and begin the business there, and then eventually switch it over if that other location became available, or should he wait? Or, you know, he just didn't know which action to take. And we were having a conversation, and I said, well, sometimes the best course of action to take is to not do anything at all.
Yes.
And
which is difficult.
Right.
When you're ready to rock, it's difficult.
Yes. And so eventually the space opened up, and he took it. And his business thrived and continues to thrive to this day in that location.
Do you think that partially due because he waited?
Yeah.
See, he could have gone and looked for another spot.
Right.
But he didn't.
Right. And the business that he worked for at the time before he started his own business didn't really want him in that other space either, because they felt it was too close.
Yes.
To theirs.
Because it was the same business.
Yes. So, but he waited, and he moved in, and it's a thriving business. But he would have, you know, gone into another location, and it may not have thrived at all.
That's true.
Yeah.
So this knowing and having the wisdom and the experience to know when to move forward, right, when to do nothing, and when to retreat is a vital part of succeeding in business, I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. And, you know, for a lot of us, it comes from a lot of hard knocks, a lot of bad experiences, a lot of losing business, and a lot of other things.
Right.
One of the things I would like to contribute is my experience has been when I move on something, regardless of what that is, whether I wait, whether I move forward or go back,
yeah,
if there's an awful lot of resistance, it's usually a signal that I'm making the wrong move.
Right.
Have you had that experience where it's been excruciating, and so it's almost like the universe saying, not now?
Right. That could be interpreted as, oh, I should just throw the whole thing out and not do this at all, right?
Yes.
Or it is just not now.
Yes.
Right? The timing just isn't right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not now that's the distinction I want to conclude with.
Right.
Not now is the distinction that comes from being aware enough and having had the experience and wisdom to say, you know what? Right now it's like I'm pushing against a brick wall. Mm-hmm. I'm going to assert that it's the universe saying, not now. Try a different tack. If you can't go straight, go around. Go back. Go along this. Look for a different approach to doing it. Mm-hmm. Because when I've succeeded most, it was effortless.
Yeah.
I mean, you do the hard work and all of that. But when it actually takes off, you're in the flow.
Yeah, it feels like everything's opening up for you.
Everything's opening up, everything's happening.
Yes.
I mean, we've all had that experience. Mm-hmm. So being conscious enough or aware enough to say, hey, am I in the flow? Or is it a real struggle right now? And no matter what I do, I keep hitting the wall. Maybe the universe is saying, you know what? Stop or move back. Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Right.
Thank you. And we'll see you on the next one.